Chris Schell always believed that Dale Dunning and Just Soup deserved a special place to call home, and he set his sights on making it happen. Chris sat down with me at the ranch and gave me a little insight into how he made this dream come true. So you're sitting in your office and you get a call from the producers of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Tell us about that conversation.
We were psyched because we'd been trying for probably 6 to 8 months to get their attention and let them know we have a great story, a worthy family, and we weren't really getting anywhere. You know, we kind of kept getting this, yeah, we've got tons of people apply every year, every day we get, 20 applications, so we'll get back to you when we get back to you. And it kind of went from that sort of a flavor to the conversation to, okay, you're doing it, and you're doing it in 4 weeks. It was kind of scary. We really didn't have much of a heads up. We weren't mentally prepared for it at all because we didn't think we were getting it. I think their culture is very similar to ours, and I think they really wanted to do a project with us. They have to pitch the producers of the show, and also they have to pitch ABC on the story and to make sure it's something that ABC thinks is worthy of a show.
Well, describe the meeting when you tell your employees that you've been chosen.
I think I told them at the company meeting in August. My team lives for stuff like this. They were psyched, but also really scared because they'll be the first to tell you that they do all the real work, which is true. So they were worried that, how are we going to pull this off in 4 weeks? Now we have to, mobilize and build a home in 7 days that we don't even have designed yet and everything else. So it was stressful. It's almost like the feeling when you go to battle with a group, like if you were in a platoon or something. This was really challenging and it was stressful, and people were pulling all-nighters and stuff like that. And to go through that with our team, who we already really enjoy, but it was awesome. I mean, we really had a great time.
Was it hard to get vendors on board?
No, it was actually remarkably easy. I mean, we pretty much had to commit as a company before asking them, and ABC said, whatever you end up having to pay for that you didn't raise money for is on you guys. So they made us commit financially to this, and then we had to just kind of go like this and call our subcontractors and hope that they would sort of share in the burden, but they all stepped up. I don't want people to think that Schell Brothers gave too much here. I mean, we gave mostly time. We gave a little bit of money, but we gave mostly time and energy away from our company. But most of the donations were made by all the subcontractors. They jumped right on board. They're also great people. I mean, the subcontractors we have, the owners of those companies, we had no doubt that they would commit to this.
So you're really the ones responsible for finding everything to put this together.
Absolutely. ABC helps with the national relationships they have, like craft-made cabinets and stuff like that. But all the subcontractors, all the labor, most of the materials, it's all on the builder to find and figure out. I mean, the builder really does build the house. They send somebody out to kind of guide you through it and say, this is the schedule we recommend you run and stuff like that. But it's our responsibility to build the house and to get all the materials. We took on a really large project. In fact, ABC was scared for us. They said, you guys don't know what you really are doing, because I kept saying, we can handle it. Put another house there, we can handle it. And I got a call from the head of construction at ABC saying, look, respectfully, Chris, you don't know what you signed up for, and you're gonna hurt your company. This is a lot to pull off, even for a company your size. I really think you should step it down. They tried to get me to lose this house and lose the pavilion, and I said, no, we can do it. And the reason I knew we could do it was because of the support we'd already gotten from the subcontractors and from the community. I mean, we raised quite a bit of money from the community, and I think more money than they've ever raised before. At least that's what they told me. And it's because I knew the community would get behind this, and I knew the subcontractors would get behind this. And I know Sussex County, and I know that people here are passionate and they like to help and they like to give back, and I knew we'd be able to pull it off.
Pretty rough economy out there for home builders. So Where did you get the courage to commit Schell Brothers to such a huge charitable project?
Our theory is that when the economy is the worst is actually when people need help the most. You know, so it's kind of a shame that when the economy is doing poorly is when all of this sort of charitable donations kind of fall off, because that's really when people need the most help, when the need is really the greatest. So if anything, we should step it up at times like this as opposed to kind of not do anything.
What drives your enthusiasm for the community?
We just have this belief that this area kind of always takes care of us. We want to give back, you know, we want to do something to help the area. And I also think that this area has, you know, supported my family and my business financially, and I kind of feel a moral obligation to give back because of that. You know, I think every business owner that has done well in this area really should give back, and most do. I hope it will allow Dale to help all the people she wants to help and continue her mission, because we really did the easy part, right? We took a week out of our lives to do this. She spent her whole life almost, I mean the last 15 years or something, and I'm sure she'll do it until she can't do it anymore. But she spent her whole life doing this, and she wakes up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. every morning. I had to work long hours for 1 week, but that's pretty easy compared to what she does.